Welcome to Meridian Magic. Today I'm going to tell you about some really good magic points on how to strengthen your lungs. Before we start, I would like to just show you a way to awaken your meridians. This is like something you should know. Today we're talking about the lungs, so we start awakening the chi. That means the life force energy of the lungs. And we can do it right here. And we can do it on the lung meridian that runs all the way here. And the other way. Okay, so the first point I'm going to tell you about is Tai Yuan, which you can find on the wrist here. And this point is really good for strengthening your lungs. So if the lungs have any kind of deficiency, this point can strengthen them. We will talk about this point because it's strengthening the lungs, but we will also talk about points that helps if we have some symptoms arising. For example, if we get like heat symptoms with painful throat and oppression of chest and dry cough, nausea, fever, these kind of symptoms we will also talk about. This one is like really good for prevention. All the points are. And you will affect the point by massaging it clockwise. This point is also really good to increase and fortify the function of sending out chi, the life force energy from the lungs and out into the blood vessels. So you can say this one makes a good connection between the lungs and the heart. This is the ultimate strengthening point. It strengthens the yin aspect, we say. So, next point that we will move on to is a point right here. It is called UG. And you find the point by feeling here you have a bone, and in the middle of the bone, around here, you will start massaging. And if you feel, you can feel kind of, most people, they feel tense here. This point is a fire point. It's like we use this point when there is heat in the lungs. And all the symptoms I told you about, they're heat symptoms. And the lungs, they don't like heat. That's like the worst thing that can happen to the lungs is when they have like pathogenic heat coming in. And this point is really good for that. It's also a distal point to the throat. So if you have any kind of throat issues, it can be small issues. Also, if you can feel like it's tense or irritated, then you can use this point. This point helps the chi flowing, and it also helps like if you have nausea, it will help to lower down the nausea. Also, if you have blood issues, if you have nosebleed or if you have coughing blood, this point is also really good for that because it's all heat. Okay, let's move to the next point, which is called Zong Fu, and it's a point on the upper part of the body. You can find it by following this collarbone here, and you go until you reach the arm. like the shoulder. There's a hole in there. And then you follow the arm around here and go a little bit down. Then you have Zong Fu. This point is especially good for phlegm. It spreads, like it's really good at spreading the life force energy in your lungs. And here you don't have to be so delicate, you know, you can just, it's okay to massage it really good. This will also help you if you have chest pain or oppression in your chest. It can help you to open up and help your breathing. Yeah, I hope you can use the points I showed you today. And the lungs are really really important for us because we breathe in the air, and that's the life force energy we breathe in, and the lungs will spread it all over the body. There are some few ways that we can strengthen the lungs. Of course, you can use these points, but there are also some other ways to do it. For example, how you eat, or you can go for a walk nearby, like in the woods or nearby trees. It can be in a park, but just a place surrounded by trees. You can go there, you can take some deep breaths, and this way you will really activate and cleanse and strengthen your lungs. Another way that you can really help your lungs is, especially if you start to get feel the dryness and get the dry cough and feel the heat, then another thing to do is to eat cooked rice, because they moisten your lungs. And also pomegranate is also very moisturizing for the lungs. And you can also cook a pear. You'll just cut it and put it in boiled water, and that's also really, really nourishing for the lungs. Apart from that, it's all kind of white vegetables are really good for the lungs. White food, like cauliflower, for example. And also remember to eat hot. Don't eat cold and raw vegetables, because they will really be too heavy for the digestive system. So always try to boil or damp your food. Don't put it in the oven or grill it, because that's too much heat, especially when we're talking about these kind of symptoms. That's all I had to share with you today. Thank you for looking. I wish you a nice and healthy, strong day. And remember that these points I show you, they also affect your heart, and they also affect your mood. And remember, if you're in a good mood, if you can help yourself to stay in a good mood, this is the most strongest you that you can be. Positive energy. That's what helps us the most. So I wish you a great day. Thank you.